Hey, welcome back to Chapter 10 of the Living Story. My name's Fundar, and this is Tequatl Rising. Now, as we log in, we receive an email from Warmaster Naru of the Pact. He's telling us that Zaitan's Dragon Champion, Tequatl the Sunless, has begun to evolve, and the Pact are looking for auxiliary forces to investigate and possibly take on the dragon. Now, if you've been playing for a while, you will know where to find Tech, as he's been terrorising Sparkfly Fen since launch, but we've got the map here to guide the way. Moving down to Sparkfly Fen, we find Rocks and Frostbite. We hear that Ritlock is still making them trial for his warband. You would think that after the Molten Alliance, all the various small jobs, and being the rep for the Queen's Jubilee, he would have made his mind up by now, but he's told them that he wants them to take on Tequatl and get a trophy off the dragon. This is one seriously tough job interview he's got them on. So yeah, once again we agreed to team up. To help Rocks, we try and track the dragon. You find a footprint here. Some of the other zones will find teeth and scales, which you collect and complete the achievements. Now, there isn't a lot of story attached with this update, so this is kind of a strange video to be doing. Tech got updated as he become a bit of a loot pinata instead of a credible threat. ANET have said that the fight hasn't just been buffed. The evolution will be explained in future stories. But yeah, we just have to wait for that to actually happen. So since there isn't much else here story-wise, I thought I'd just go through some of the fight mechanics. So if you see this is the battlefield where it all takes place, just take note that the Mega Laser is over on the left there as you see the dragon arrive. The Mega Laser is the centerpiece of the whole fight. It does the massive damage which we're going to need to take down the dragon. It's powered by 3 batteries. There's one in the north, there's one in the east, and there's one in the west. And they all supply the power. Now, they become important as the fight progresses. Once we get Tequatl down to 75%, 50%, 25%, the fight will actually shift out here, where we have to defend these as well as the Mega Laser. We'll see some of this later. You use these jump pads to get around the arena. Note the little glowy light on it. That tells you the direction that it's going to throw you, so just make sure you grab the right one before you take off. Now, these turrets are actually the key to the whole fight. The number 1 attack once you get in is just a straight attack. Number 2 cleanses scales off the dragon. If they build up to 20, he puts up a scale wall, which will ruin your chances. You just won't be able to DPS and you'll run out of time. Number 3 keeps the poison off the attack team as well as the defenders that are around the turrets. You've got to keep it off there as well. And then 4 and 5 are just buffs and heals. There's a box of hammers here. Make sure you grab those and keep the turrets repaired at all time before they go down. Now, Tequatl is an undead dragon, but he lives underwater, which is home to another yet unnamed elder dragon. Zaitan has been defeated, his former master, and maybe some of that magic has shifted to Tequatl, or maybe Tequatl has picked up a new master, and that's, where these new powers are coming from. Anyway, when the fight starts, ideally you want 1 or 2 TPS teams ready to go, probably with ice bows already in hand. If you're an elementalist, you'll probably be asked to stand up at the front lines with the warriors and the guardians. One of the jobs that you'll be asked to do is to drop fiery greatswords and ice bows, as they provide great AoE, and a second copy drops so that other players can pick them up as well. If you are another player, not an Ellie, and you find yourself near one, make sure you pick it up. Number 5 on the fiery greatsword gives the AoE, and the number 4 on the ice bow. Really good DPS, handy to take the dragon down quick, so make sure you use those. As I said before, the turrets are absolutely vital to this. If he gets 20 stacks of scales, a bone wall goes up, it stops damage until it's removed. As you only get 15 minutes for the event, you can't afford to lose that time, so turrets have to be defended and the scales have to be cleansed off the dragon. Now, amongst these new tricks, he's got a vortex he uses to pull players under the water. He's also got this tidal wave move, which you can see, which you must jump over or dodge roll through. Now, okay, what you're seeing is a very unorganised attempt. There's no coordination at all in this. So you're going to see people everywhere, there's poison fields, bone fingers, just stuff everywhere. DPS team should be stacked up close to the dragon, using projectile shields to block the poison and give the turret guys somewhere to aim for and cleanse when needed. You'll see bloated creepers appearing under the dragons. They explode if they get too close, so damage team needs to kill those as quickly as possible, kill off the fingers, Whereas the fallen, not the dead, and you get tech down to 75% as fast as possible. You see he's got his fear attack here. If that happens, just make sure you get back with your goob as quick as possible behind the shields, stack up. This is just a nice view of the wall as well as the tidal wave. Later in the fight, the tidal wave doubles in size. You won't be able to jump over it anymore, you'll have to roll through it. Each time Tequaddle loses 25% of his health, the Risen then attack the Mega Laser and the batteries. Teams must split up, defend all 4 items, while the Mega Laser charges. Main timer is actually stopped at this point, so you defend for like a minute 30, and Ellies, you can use your Ice Bow here at the start, as you'll have time for your cooldown to reset, but hang on to your Fiery Greatswords. You're going to want those when you get back to the DPS phase with Tequaddle again. Now, you'll see here the energy going back to the lasers. The goal here is to keep the ads off these batteries. If you can do that and you keep the health on them high enough, your commanders will then ask you to head back with maybe 30 seconds to go or 20 seconds to go, because there'll be enough health left on the batteries. Everyone then races back to the center section. This is quite epic. I would really like everybody racing across the marsh here. Get back to position and ready to damage the dragon again. So at the start here, I just drop the Ice Bow and the Fiery Greatsword, and then yeah, just get in and do as much damage as we can. If you see those weapons laying around, like I say, pick them up. They do pretty good numbers. The guys from the turret defense can actually come up at this point. After the battery phase, the ads don't respawn around the turrets immediately, so you can have as many people as possible come down and attack the dragon, maximise your DPS. Because yeah, like I say, you don't get a lot of time. You need to keep clearing the fingers. You'll also, there'll be a point here where you need to step back once he starts moving around. You've got the wave that comes through, which is, as I say, twice as big as the first time when you start out. So you've got to watch out for that. Keep clearing those fingers. I was being a bit cautious here at the moment because I wanted to be around like the big moments as I was recording. But yeah, boom. This was Aurora Glade's first attempt, or first victory on our own server. So that was pretty amazing for everyone. And we got flawless defense at the same time. So I didn't get a chance to congratulate any of the guys on the turrets at the time. But yeah, on behalf of the server, awesome, well done. Yeah, we didn't lose a turret there, and it was fantastic. And yeah, a little bit of celebration. This is just like a little pan around, try and get as many names in as possible. Maybe people see themselves in here, but yeah, it's fantastic. It was really good. I mean, we had like 100, 150 people in TeamSpeak. I don't even know. Yeah, great time. Between attempts, you can amuse yourself with dolly runs, and we found ourselves trying to make shapes and yeah, just doing silly things. Now, also in this patch, some of the other champs have been updated as well, so I'm not sure whether that's story related or just straight out buff. In World v World, the Borderlands Lake is no more. They've added these capture points which give the Borderlands Bloodlust bonus. So there's 5 of those. I really like what they've done in here. It's great little area to have some new and exciting fights. A lot of interesting terrain in there, so that's really good. And then finally, we've got the looking for group tools released, so that's awesome. We've just had the new patch come out today, so expecting this to get a heavy workout now that we've got this new dungeon. So yeah, you can access it through the tab, or you can just walk up to the dungeons and do it that way. But anyway, look, thank you all for your time, and catch you next time. All right, bye.